I am going to make my first beef stew in my Carey canner pressure cooker. And to begin with, this is still hot. I need to get the pan out of here. I just canned some sausage and I want to get this, empty the water out. Okay, so you want this empty, no rack inside. You're not canning anything or steaming anything. See, my sausage is over here. Yum. Alright, so let's see, we plug this back in. A little oil in the pan. Oh, there goes another jar of sausage. Bing, bing. Alright, so we want to turn on this to brown. Start. I've got the meat already chunked and like they're about 1-inch size pieces. I made some beef and vegetable soup the other day, and that didn't take very much of the beef. I had a nice size roast. And so I'm going to brown this. And while that's browning, I am going to cut up some vegetables. I have some dried parsley I'm going to put in. I have a Better Than Bouillon roasted beef base. I'm going to use probably a tablespoon of that. Some turmeric. Bay leaf. Put a couple of those in there. Some garlic. I'm going to mince that. Some paprika. And some fresh ground pepper. Oh, and I got a little organic tomato paste as well. That's all going to go in there. You can hear the oil sizzling. So I'm going to move this over. Make room for my vegetables. I've got some carrot, celery, and potato to cut up. And some green onion. I'm using the green onion because I need to use the green onion. Otherwise I'd use regular onions. Alright. Put these in there. I cut this up a few days ago and I wasn't using it, so I popped it in the freezer yesterday. Been thawing for the afternoon. I'm going to brown this up. I've seen a couple other people do it. And they brown the meat, and then they take the meat out, and then they cook the onion and celery and all that till it's translucent. But one of the other videos that I saw, which made a little more sense, obviously less work, was to brown the beef and then pressure cook it for 10 minutes and then add the vegetables and stuff after that. I'm going to move this out of the way a little bit. I'm going to add my bay leaf now. so that the flavor from it really has a good chance to infuse. Make it 3 of them. I'm going to go ahead and add my spices right now. Not to the meat. I'm just going to put it on top of the potato. Try to put things away. Now the meat could just be browning. Put a nice chunk of ice in the middle of it, so it's taking a few minutes extra. See if I can get this open. Go ahead and add 2 teaspoons, heaping teaspoons. And that again is the better than bouillon roasted beef stew paste. Putting on a couple teaspoons or so of custard. A 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric. About a teaspoon of paprika. I don't have much left in there. Some black pepper. A tablespoon or so. I don't know if you have my measurements or not, but I don't. Here's what it is. About a tablespoon of the tomato paste. Chunk of meat that was frozen in the middle is now no longer frozen, and everything is nicely browned and it smells so good. I'm going to pressure cook it. Oh, okay, there we go. 10 minutes. Start. So I'm going to pressure cook that for 10 minutes, and then when that's done, I will add the vegetables for 35 minutes. Now those are the times set by the other people I've been watching do it. If Carey has a recipe book, that would be really nice to know. I haven't found one yet, but if you know of one, that'd be awesome. Please put it in the comments so I can find it. I know other people have one, but the Carey, you know, the operations buttons are not the same as the other units. I'm kind of just guessing at it. Obviously browning is browning. Some of the units say saute instead of brown. Alright, so I didn't add anything yet. I pressure cooked the beef for about 10 minutes. And oh, it looks delicious. The brown, crumbly, yummy. Alright, so I'm going to add all the vegetables and spices. Get all that goodness off of there. Stir that all up. Ouch. Remember, the pan's hot. The pot. Add some water. I'm going to add 2 cups to start with. I think I need to add more than that. I'm going to add 2 more cups of water. Smells good already. Alright, so put everything down there in the water. Should I add a little something to thicken it? Just a little sprinkle of flour or something? Because I want it to be thick like stew, you know? Alright. So I got maybe a 1/4 cup of water with about a tablespoon of flour. That's all. I don't know. That's my first time doing this in the pot, so not sure how it's going to turn out. I don't want it to be a thick, gooey mess, but I don't want it to be necessarily to be a soup either. And close the lid. Alrighty, so again, we close the lid. Pressure cooking function. Add the ingredients. Turn the lid to close. Add your ingredients. Turn the lid to close. Set pressure limiting valve to airtight. Set the time the recipe calls for. Oh, press pressure cook. Low. So it knows what I'm doing. Pressure cook. Time 35 minutes. And press start to start the process. I'm going for 35 minutes. The display will circle until the internal pressure is reached. You may notice some clicks as the unit heats up. This is normal. Once the internal pressure is reached, the cooking time will start counting down to 0 and beep 3 times. Carefully move the pressure limiting valve to exhaust. A large amount of steam will be released from the pressure limiting valve, so make sure your face, body, and fingers are away from the steam. Once the steam has been released, turn the lid and open and enjoy after it cools down a bit. Alrighty, so that's it for now. I'll be back in approximately 30 minutes. Alexa, set the timer for 30 minutes.
30 minutes, starting now.
Ta-da! fingers crossed, this turns out really tasty. Because again, I am not using a recipe. I just threw some stuff in the pot and we'll see how it turns out. That's how recipes are made, right? Yes. Experiment. And I got the basic ingredients for a stew. It's just a matter of having them in decent proportions that you like. So I'll be back in about 30 minutes. Okay, my battery's almost full, so our phone is almost full, so I need to do this real quick. 35 minutes. Everything is tender. The carrot, the potato, celery, the meat is just falling apart. Hard to see there, but it is. Look at that. It's just crumbling right apart. It's not as thick as I would like it, so I'll definitely add less water next time. Maybe a little cornstarch for thickener, I'm not sure. But anyway, it looks delicious, and when it cools off, I'm sure when I taste it, it will be delicious. I'm sure, positive. Can't be anything but. I'll let you know.